Silver Dollar City is an absolutely amazing park, but there are some things I've been told they need to fix. So when I worked at Silver Dollar City, I was told on a regular basis things that Silver Dollar City does great, that they do amazing, but also that they need to fix. And I still get feedback on things that they need to fix. So this is 7 things that I have been told by visitors that Silver Dollar City needs to fix and get right. Number 1, they need to level the park or get rid of the hills or do something. Why is it so hilly? What is the deal? And why don't they just move the cave so that way they can level it out? Or at least put an escalator on Heart Attack Hill. I mean, come on now. These hills and the steep inclines, and it's just not cool. A park should be nice and flat. I've been told this numerous times. Yes, people were quite serious when they said, why don't they put an escalator up the hill? I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of a steep climb. You don't really want to be going down it too fast in a scooter. Yeah, have seen a couple. Oops. So, hey, let's fix the park already. This has been going on now for 50 years. Isn't it a little bit overdue to smooth this thing out and get it level? I mean, come on now. Are we actually trying to produce heart attacks on Heart Attack Hill? Let's get this together already, okay? We've got the ability, we've got the science, we've got the tech. Let's get this place a little bit more level and make it easier to walk around it. Number 2, isn't it time to fix Grandfather's Mansion and the gravity well there and, flip it right back up? Poor Grandpa has been living on the ceiling now for decades. Don't you think he's getting a headache with all that blood rushing to his head? Okay, if you've never been in Grandfather's Mansion, the stairways go the wrong way, everything's kind of crooked, and you stand on the bed and you're just leaning away out into space. There's just something off and wrong with Grandfather's Mansion. And then you walk into his living room and he's up on the ceiling singing Lionel Richie. Yeah, it's not right. Okay, get in some astrophysicists or something. Let's fix this gravity well so people are walking the right way and poor Grandpa can come down already. Number 3, the cinnamon bread is ridiculous. It's too good, smells too good, and I've had numerous complaints about people just gaining weight by eating the cinnamon bread constantly. This has been a long-known problem. Why do we not have a diet version of the cinnamon bread already? Whatever it is they're doing, because it's so popular, they know that they're creating health problems for people. Shouldn't they be addressing this and reducing the calorie content of the cinnamon bread so that way we're not having to worry about people having heart attacks on Heart Attack Hill because they had the cinnamon bread? Funnel cakes are also in this same category. Silver Dollar City either stop making the food smell so good and taste so good, or get some diet versions of it there so we can lose weight while we're eating it. How about the weather? Okay, you've heard me talk about the Weather Dome at Disney. What is going on with Silver Dollar City? Why don't they have the appropriate weather dome? Why can't they do something about the weather? Why can't they at the very least tell people when it's coming, when it's stopping, and get this on the timetable here? Can't tell you how many times I had people come up, want to know when the rain is stopping, and why don't we know when the rain is stopping? When is the thunder moving out of the area? How dare us shut down rides because there's thunder way off in the distance? They can't see the lightning, they can't hear it, so therefore we should be open. Why is the weather dome not working? We should have something around the perimeter, maybe a nice little band of lightning rods around so it chases away the thunderstorms, or put up a big dome so that way it just plain keeps the weather away. I mean, come on, Silver Dollar City. Just because Disney can't do it is no excuse for you. After all, Disney told you they couldn't do Rube Dugan's diving bell, and yet you did it anyways. Show Disney how it's done. Get this weather dome in place. Get actual people who can predict the weather. Who cares if Missouri weather is completely unpredictable? You should be able to predict it. Don't you advertise yourselves as a Christian company, so therefore you've got this connection with God? Shouldn't he at least be telling you this stuff? The fact that I'm a minister and I pray and he doesn't tell me these things is completely irrelevant. Get it together. Why haven't they fixed the flooding in the flooded mine yet? Okay, again, how many years have these poor prisoners been drowning in the mine? The water's up to their waist. They're just constantly having to swim around. When is somebody going to take their finger and stick it into hole in the pipe? Or plug it up? Or do something? I mean, you call a plumber, even. Why can't you just call a plumber and fix the pipes and get these poor guys out of the water so if they want to escape prison, they can do it while dry instead of soaking wet? I mean, you really don't want them to break out of the prison and be suffering with a cold or the flu because they've been soaking wet for decades, right? Let's care about their health. Fix the flooding at the flooded mine. Of course, I guess that means you probably have to rename it. So what would we call it then? The unflooded mine? The dry mine? The prisoners who don't need a bath? It would actually be more like the prisoners who do need a bath because they're not in the water anymore. Why haven't they done something about these robbers? I mean, those bowling boys have been in the woods for 50 years now. They come into town occasionally. They've been robbing trains. The conductors can't seem to get them to stop. Where are the police? Is the sheriff or rangers not around? How come nobody has been able to stop these train robberies? This is a pandemic. Epidemic. It's a demic. I mean, these poor conductors, they get out there and, I mean, they're just bumbling idiots and the Bolins are tagging them along. And why don't they at least smarten the conductors up so they can figure out what's really going on here and stop the robberies? And then these guys, they actually get out there and they start telling people, oh, we ain't robbing the train, we're just taking up offerings. Or things like, it's for charity. Feed my children. Yeah, my children. I mean, what kind of stuff is this? So, what I want to know is, when is law enforcement going to step up and actually deal with these bowling boys the way they need to be dealt with? Instead, half the time it seems like those conductors turn around and they end up robbing the trains themselves on other days. That or they're twin brothers. I don't know. There's just something really weird going on out there on the train. And the fact that they're still getting robbed after all these years, I think somebody needs to take a closer look at that and do something about it. I just don't know who it would be. And lastly, number 7. Y'all have a big shark problem. Ever since Mystic River Falls opened, you've got sharks there. What is the deal? All you have to do is look on the Twitter feed. Twitter. X. Who's going to X out Twitter? I don't know. When did Twitter go X? I don't know if Twitter even knows what it's tweeting no more. But apparently SeaWorld decided to visit Mystic River Falls and they found sharks there. And now Silver Dollar City has a shark problem and they can't get rid of it. Are you going to put up an aquarium to keep these things in? Are you going to go fishing? Maybe we should call that guy from Jaws. And what was it? Amity? We could rename, that whole district on Mystic River Falls Amity Falls. Maybe that would work. Let people know. I have heard that dynamite is a way to take care of it. Do sharks like dynamite? I don't know. But you need to do something about those sharks. Because they're going to eat up your profits. Or your people. Or your guests. They're scary. That's all I know. Sharks are scary. There are 7 things Silver Dollar City needs to fix that I have been told more or less straightforward seriously by people. I have seriously had people walk up and ask me if there are sharks at Silver Dollar City. By the way, if any of this happened to fool you, yes, I have actually been asked it seriously. Yes, I've had people straight face ask me why they don't move the cave and level the park. Or fix the weather? No. None of this is going to work. Hello? If you actually think any of these are real issues, well, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona and a bridge in New York to sell you. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got a good laugh out of it. If you didn't laugh, smile. Laughter is good medicine for the soul. I hope you had fun with it. Thank you so much for the people who sent me the ideas. Thank you so much to my patrons, my YouTube members for helping make this possible. If you want to know more about that, again, check the description and some of the fun stuff we talk about. Thank you so incredibly much for watching. God bless. Excuse me. They need to stop burping. There's no... After all, Disney told you that they couldn't do... if you didn't laugh, smile. Laughing is good soul... I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts, your comments, your suggestions, your ideas. Be sure to share them in the comments below, or you can contact me. There's information in the description that has my email address, fan pages, information about merchandise, and so much more. So be sure to check that out. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, and if you haven't already, hit the button right up there to subscribe. And in fact, if you did enjoy this, I've even got another video for you right here. And also about these wonderful people here, those are my YouTube members and my patrons, the ones whose financial support makes this possible. I couldn't do it without them. If you want to know more about that and the perks that come with it, well, be sure to check the description. There's a link right down there. Thank you so incredibly much. God bless.